really been interesting to observe the differences in our 5 varieties of pepper this year that we have in the garden out here. Now, all these pepper seed were started about the same time and the plants were set at about the same time, but we can really see the difference in the varieties and the types that we have out here. For example, our first row of peppers here are the traditional bell pepper. This is early California Wonder. Now, peppers are closely akin to the tomato plant, of course, and they respond somewhat similarly as far as temperatures go to fruit set as the tomato do. And so we would expect really not really good fruit set on this pepper this year because of the temperature problems we've had. But we do have a few pods that are being set and a lot of flowers and some small ones now. So we're going to really get a good fruit set, I think, on our bell pepper later on this season. But on the other hand, our Hungarian yellow wax, which is sort of a medium hot pepper, has really done well. And so it's obviously less resistant to some of these temperature extremes. At least in the garden out here, we seem to have excellent fruit set on that one. As we move on over here, we got a couple of varieties of peppers here that are really hot. This is the jalapeno pepper, and this one over here is a serrano chili. Well, that just sounds like a hot pepper, doesn't it? But on these types of peppers, one of the things we note on those, and this is typical of these, is we've got to have some size on these plants before we get very much fruit set. They just simply take longer as far as growth and in stage of maturity before we start getting fruit set on those. But we are getting a little bit of fruit set on our jalapenos and our serrano chili, so we're interested in seeing what those will do. And then finally, our sweet banana over here really is looking good. Well, our time is up on Oklahoma Gardening today. I hope you've enjoyed the program as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. And be sure and join us next week on Oklahoma Gardening.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.